Yo, what's good? It's none iller. You are now tuned in to another episode of Moment of Knowledge on the Mogul Mined Podcast. Man, look, today I want to talk about decreasing access while increasing power. I feel like a lot of it always dials back to this same kind of feel. But I feel like I don't highlight this like specific part enough. The main reason is this. On your journey, you start to fight yourself. You start to fight yourself because you realize you interact and encounter a lot of different people in your life. Some family, some friends, some acquaintances, some business partners, some people who want to see you win, some who don't really care if you win, some who just don't want you to do better than them. You guys know all the quotes. And some who just really want to see you lose. But the problem is, naturally, we tend to want everyone to have access to us, whether it's a social media post, text, phone call, Snapchat, email, whatever the case. We allow ourselves to be contactable. You actually can't stop what comes to you. Yeah, you can block and all that, but it becomes very, very tedious and too much to go out your way to block everyone. So you can't stop what's incoming, but you can stop what you receive. Let me repeat that. You can't stop what's incoming, so you can't stop when the messages come, the ads, the DMs, the negativity, all that kind of stuff. But what you can stop is receiving those messages, receiving that energy, receiving those phone calls. If you pick up a phone call and it's turning away you don't want, get rid of it. Just politely exit. You don't have to be rude. That's another thing too I really want to teach. Killing them with kindness is really a thing. And you can be so kind in killing things off that people just decide to call you an a-hole. I'm trying not to curse. I cursed one episode and it kind of came off where I had to beep it and it just didn't feel right. It'll slip sometimes, but it's more so passion than anything. But killing them with kindness is not a bad thing at all. And truly, it's for you to have a peace of mind. It's for you to sit back and go, you know what? At the end of the day, this isn't a fight I want to be involved in. Right? So that's one part of it you really need to realize. The second part is that ultimately, once you increase your power, once you increase your network, once you increase the reach you have to people and the power you have to people, you can't let that stuff be something that affects your day to day. You can't. It doesn't make sense for you. It doesn't make sense for your own progress. It doesn't make sense for what you envision. And we all envision different things. Some people might not want the huge house. Some people might not want the other things. The big cars, the fancy cars, the $1 million name, the whatever. But in this podcast, in this Mogul Mined Podcast, where we get at these gems and I dig this and I give this to you, I just want you to get the core of what I'm telling you. The core of what I'm telling you is whatever you dream and envision in your power, in your network, you need to make sure that you don't let all the stuff that's incoming be received, because it can affect what you put out. And so, as you're growing, there's so many things that become a lot more apparent. There's so many headaches you don't want to deal with. There's so many energies you don't want to really be bothered with. And there's some people's mindset that you really want to go with you, that you just can't have with you, because just because you're progressing doesn't mean they are. And that's okay. It is okay to be well, I know where I'm headed. I know they don't necessarily agree with that. I know they're not going that way, and that's okay. maybe when you dial back, maybe they'll be there with you, like possibly. But at the same time, they may not. And once again, that's okay. Depending on their role in your life, you might have a chance to entertain them later. But don't dwell on it. It's a lot harder to help someone up when you're level with them than it is once you grow, get higher up. I know, get your vision right. And then whatever it takes for you to get that, get your path straight. Any distractions that come in the way, jump over them, dodge to the side, slide under them, move around, rotate, spin, whatever it takes to avoid them, do it. And as you're increasing your worth and your power, you'll also increase the worth and power of those around you. And you might find someone who's in that same mind state as you. And when you build that respect across the board, you guys might increase your power together by your individual power combining. So they may be handling lane A on the freeway, you're handling lane C on the freeway, and you guys are both running parallel. You guys are both executing and taking care of things. Now, let me tell you a situation. Sometimes it's not quantity. Most of the times it's quality. There's few exceptions, but still, the quality is what matters, right? So think of it like this. You can have a conversation with someone every day and it does nothing for you, or very little for you, or it gets you like a step or two ahead. You can have a conversation with someone once a month, once a year, and never fall off, and it be the most powerful conversations that reaffirms what you have in mind. Now, with that in mind, sometimes we break our necks to feel like being certain places provides that quality. What is your role? What is your position? What's the level of respect in these areas you're striving to be in? I need you to really think on that, because if you go to an area where they don't want you at, it doesn't matter the quality of the conversation. Sometimes you're not going to be respected enough to receive the blessings and energy that's going to keep you moving forward. You'll be in these rooms and you'll look and you'll feel and you'll go, you know what, this is not, I'm not getting the love I wish I could get from this. And that's okay. That is okay. The one thing about this mansion of life, there's plenty of rooms. There's plenty of doors. They might even have some tucked away secret stuff that you know that you don't know about. And it is your job to figure out where you belong and to own that. It is your job to figure out how you can really capitalize and own that. And then from there, continue pushing. Because that's going to be what separates you. That's going to be what helps your own mental state. I think you need to realize that, because that's what's going to make a difference. Because honestly, no one's going to tell you that. Few people are going to say, hey, I want what's best for you at whatever it costs. So I'm going to tell you that. I want what's best for you at whatever it costs. If I'm cut off in that process, that's fine. I want you to win. I want you to win. Now, what it takes for you to get to that championship might be different than my journey to get to the championship. But ultimately, no matter if we're on the same team or we're competitors, I want you to win. How you take that and how serious you are in executing is on you. But just know that doesn't change my energy towards the situation. I appreciate you for tuning in. I will tell you that as much as I can. To this Mogul Mined Podcast and this Moment of Knowledge episode. The best I can do for you is keep it going. And keep it pushing and keep it moving and feeding you information. Y'all know who y'all tuned in to hear. I'm out.